Hello, Aries, and welcome in for your reading for the second half of July. So we have a lot of big things that are happening in July. On the 17th, the North Node switches from being in Taurus to being in Aries. And as a reminder, your North Node, that is what you're meant to accomplish in this lifetime, where you need to grow and move out of your kind of comfort zone and what should you be aspiring to be. So that's your North Node. At the same time that the North Node switches from being in Taurus to Aries, then you also have your South Node moving into Libra. And your South Node, that's where you're still carrying with you from past lives. So that's those past patterns, which are kind of symbolic of what is your comfort zone. That's what you've been used to doing. And those are kind of the attachments that hinder your personal growth. So we had a saying at work that, the worst answer you can give when someone says, oh, why do you do it this way? Well, we've always done it that way. So just because you've always done it that way doesn't necessarily mean that's the right way to do it. So we'll go ahead and we'll do a reading for career, love, and then life path or mission. So we'll go ahead and get started on the career path part for you, Aries. So we've got the Hanged Man in the past, we have our Six of Pentacles, and then we have our Fool in reverse. So the Hanged Man, that's kind of that sense of examination and readjustment, kind of, what do you want to accomplish, and kind of how do you rebirth yourself. So you've been in that sort of a mindset, thinking about what do I need to do differently. I'm kind of maybe not happy or fully fulfilled with where I am, so what do I need to do? But in the present, you're sitting in a good space of kind of that generosity and wanting to help and reach out to people. So it seems like you have your blessings and you're sharing them with people, even though you've been kind of thinking about, is this really what I want to do? And then in terms of your future with the Fool in reverse, that's kind of that fear of the unknown. You don't know if you're ready to start a new journey, and that's probably because of the fact that you feel like you're sitting pretty good right now, that you're in a position where you can help others in what it is that you're doing. So there's kind of some reluctance to make a big switch, even though you've kind of been in that mindset of thinking about, well, is that really what I want to do? So this Aries moving into North Node, that's going to give you some of that additional fire or passion and wanting to break out of some of these society imposed structures and really standing in your own truth. So, and that's always a tough decision when you have a job that pays well and that you feel like you can help people, but it really maybe isn't lighting your soul on fire. It kind of gives you that sense of reflection, but it looks like for your future, you're still kind of wavering on what you should do. So it's a little bit of that balance of, how do I step into my authenticity? How do I go down that path that I really would love to go down, but is that the right path for me? So there's a little bit of thinking that's going on there. Another thing that's happening later in the month on the 22nd is the Venus retrograde in Leo. So Leo is all about creativity and self-expression. And so when the planets go retrograde, that really shifts the focus inward. So it makes you think about what all kind of needs to be healed so that you can stand in your truth and what really matters to you. So even that type of energy, as you're thinking about this, yes, this might be stable, it provides for you, but if it's not really something where you feel inspired, is that where you want to be? So I think these two things, the North Node shifting into Aries and then Venus going retrograde in Leo, I think that's going to give you a lot of that self-reflection and hopefully help kind of navigate you through thinking about what you want to do from a career perspective. What do you want to spend your time doing? And then in terms of your love life, we have Death, Page of Pentacles, and Wheel of Fortune. So the Death card, that is all about the end of something. So there's some sort of a transformation. You're closing out an old cycle. So this could be in the recent past, or maybe it's happening kind of right now, so to speak. With this, and with this Page of Pentacles, this is about kind of that loyalty and ambition. So right now you have that ambition. You want to be in a good space relationship wise, and you want to feel like you're with that right person. So with the Death card coming in your recent past, that's kind of the end of one thing, but you're moving into something else. So your future, the Wheel of Fortune, that's that destined and fated future for you. So in order to get to here, something has to end. So this part of it here would suggest that there's a transition coming up. And so for some of you, this will be an actual person leaving your life to make room for the person that you're destined and fated to be with. Or some of it, if you are making big changes within your relationship, something's not working. Something's got to give in order to get you to that destined and fated place. So even some of it between the two sets can kind of tie together. Is the person that you're with somebody that's helping you from a career perspective? Are they helping you get to where you want to go? Or if you are single, this Death card can represent the end of being single, and that you have something new coming in. So something taking the place of being single, a new relationship coming in. Oops. And these cards are split-coated cards. So let's see what we've got for your life path mission. Ace of Swords in reverse, Three of Swords in reverse, and Page of Cups in reverse. So all of them in the reverse there. In your recent past, this is about having all these creative blocks. So we're talking about this as it pertains to your life path and your plans moving forward. So remember, with your South Node shifting into Libra, and Libra is all about balance and harmony, and that's the reflection of what your past patterns are that need to be healed so that you can move forward. What are the attachments and that are hindering your personal growth? So this Ace of Swords in reverse being that kind of feeling of being unloved or having creative blocks or losses, that's kind of on its way out. So things are shifting. You're tired of feeling like you're not being supported, and you are having all these creative blocks, and like you're not on your path. Something has been distracting you from being on your path, and maybe it's this job, the job that has been there, has been stable, but is not very inspiring, and you would rather spend your time trying to align your career with your path a little bit better. So in the current space, though, you have this Three of Swords in reverse, and that's actually optimism and moving on. So you've realized that with your mission and your life plan or life path, that it's been not exactly how you would like it to. And so you're moving on from that lack sort of mentality and trying to forge that path, trying to get on that path. And this Page of Cups in reverse, there could be some disappointments as you're trying to adjust to it. And it depends on how you manage to adjust. Can you get things in alignment so that you can move forward, so that you can feel like you're on your path? So this might be a little bit of a challenge here with the Page of Cups coming up in reverse, since that's usually more about disappointment. and a little bit of insecurity there, but some of it too, if you're piecing all of these together, if you're moving in a direction with a partner that's kind of a destined and fated partner, if you're able to do this, it can help you feel more stable. It can help you feel more, I guess, like you're on the right path and that things are going in the right direction. So let's take a look at some other oracle cards for you. So this is your soul journey oracle cards. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know. Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So some of this is probably related to some of these things that are happening in your recent past, is that maybe you were in a state of denial. You didn't really want to acknowledge that you didn't feel like you were on your path, or you didn't want to acknowledge that you thought things were maybe coming apart in your relationship, or you didn't want to acknowledge that you're kind of uninspired in your job. But you can replace that with awareness. And once you become aware of it, then you can be more mindful of how do you go about changing it. So let's take a look at the moon card. Let's see what message is coming through here. Nothing is yet set in stone. So this is a great reminder, and I would say putting it here on your path, nothing is set in stone. So even though the Page of Cups in reverse was coming out almost maybe as like a warning, nothing is set in stone. You can still change it. You can make different choices up here that will help lead you down a different path. And all of these kind of weave together, that if you keep doing the same thing as you have been doing, you're going to get the same results that you've had. So if you've been disappointed with a kind of that lack of creativity, lack of support, not feeling very loved along your path or your mission, don't keep doing the same thing over and over, because that's just going to get you the same results. So you have to make some changes, and then it's going to get you different results. And life's an experiment. So try something different. If it doesn't give you the results you want, then try something else different. But don't keep doing the same thing just because you're afraid. So acknowledge your fear and replace it with awareness. And let's take a look at your spirit animal. Ladybug, good luck. You are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colorful you. You bless the world with color and good luck. So you are good luck. You do have a profound impact on people around you. If you can step into your truth, step into your calling, into your awareness, you really can have a very profound impact on the world around you, the people around you, the community. So if you can try to align yourself to be on your path, I think you will have some wonderful results and be able to really help people out. So I hope you found this reading to be helpful. I'll do another one coming up in a couple weeks as we look at August. But as always, take what resonates and leave the rest. But I hope you found this to be helpful. And so until next time, we have the daily card pulls, and I wish you many blessings along your journey and happiness until next time. Thank you.